Right guys, my name is Saskesh and I wanted to make a video on what sort of things I do to farm Primogens that would help out a free-to-play player. And the truth is that it's not really that hard, you just play the game, and it just takes a lot of patience and saving Primogens for exactly what you want. But there are definitely things I found along the way that help out a ton. Well, what do I mean by that? You essentially want to be logging on every single day. I'm aiming this video towards new players, however if you already are a Genshin player this may help you as well, and I also understand that some people might not have a lot of free time, or maybe they only play occasionally but still want some of the 5-star characters. I think this video may still help you. Here are the basic things you want to be doing when you log on. I prioritize what you need to be doing from the most important things to the least. But before I get to the list, I do want to highlight how important it is to actually save on Primogens. If you really want a character, then go all out for them. Look into the current banner and try the character out. If you don't like them, then look into the upcoming banners. I know it is a pain, but if you wait and save, it does make getting the character you want easier. Also, in the store, you can get standard wishes and weapon banners, but I would not actually recommend spending your fates for those, especially if you are starting out, because the weapons actually use the same kind of fates as the character banners, and the standard wish fates can be acquired by just playing the game, completing missions, and stuff like that. So I would just focus on the main limited time banner for now. Daily commissions. There are 4 daily quests that are worth 10 Primogens each. They usually are easy missions that require to either take out an enemy, a group, or whatever. Or you help one of the NPCs with whatever task they need help with. This takes around 6 to 10 minutes depending on how fast you are and what missions you get. As a little tip that works for me, you can actually set your commission location. If you don't already have it set to Mondstadt, then I would recommend changing it, as the missions are very easy and quick. Also, having all the fast travel teleporters helps with getting around the area much quicker. After all the missions are done, you are awarded with 40 Primogens altogether, with an additional 20 when handing it to the Adventurers Guild, meaning you get 60 easy Primogens daily. If you keep this up for 10 days, then that's already 600 Primogens from just a few minutes work every day. In Genshin, there are events that reward a nice amount of Primogens when you fully complete them. It's hard to put a number on how many Primogens you get, but usually since it's separated within challenges, these offer rewards on how well you do or how much you complete of the event, but the consistent rewards are 60 Primogens for a challenge. I'd like to point out that this isn't always the case and differs from event to event, but usually you go out and try and complete some of the mini games, and it's very easy to check out the requirements from the event page, but overall I'd say they are still well worth doing, and they're not really too long or tedious, so give them a shot, and the rewards are also good. Another aspect of Genshin Impact that is equally as important to getting Primogens is world exploration. In the world, you will find chests that give out Primogens that can range from 2 Primos to 10, and some domains can even give out 40, so try and look out for them. There are also these shrine keys that can be gained through various ways, one of them being via worshipping at the statues of the 7 and leveling them up. By opening a chest, you get 40 Primogens as well. Also, all the statues themselves give out 60 Primogens per level, but at some point it does get brought down to 10. There are plenty of things out there to do and explore in the world, so it's really good for Primogen farming. It is quite efficient, and it may seem like opening a common chest doesn't amount to much, but it all adds up. I would also like to point out that in some areas of the Genshin map, there are things you can interact with, like the sacred Sakura in Inazuma, that can actually provide excellent rewards if you decide to invest time into leveling up. They can offer actual acquaint fates and even intertwined fates, so I'd say that it's very much worth doing. Be sure to keep a lookout for these, as there are a few places like that in the game. They are a bit like the statues of the 7. Character trials. This is not so much as a Primogen farming method, but I wanted to touch on what I said earlier about saving Primogens. The character trials are a very good way of finding out whether A, the character is actually good or not, and B, if they are fun to play, which essentially all translate to whether it is worth going after them. Experiment with the character and see if it fits your playstyle, or even if you need them at all. If you have 3 fire characters, for example, it may be worth going for a different element to add something new to your team. Adventure ranks. As you play, you basically earn experience for everything that you do. These all add up, and eventually you can gain Primogens from the Adventurers Guild. I will say that this isn't on every level. Towards the higher levels, it does take quite a long time to actually level up, so it isn't the most effective way of farming, but it's still good regardless. But I will also say the rewards for the later levels are better, as they give you a quaint fate, so it does balance it out somewhat. Achievements. As you run around and do stuff, you'll occasionally earn achievements. And these aren't like Steam or PSN achievements, although they also exist in that way. There are more like in-game objectives that reward you with Primogens. These aren't crazy amounts, like usually 5 or 10, but it really depends on the achievement. If you are short enough few to push you to that next 10 wish pool, then it's definitely worth checking out the achievement tab. This is something that I've recently started to make an effort to do, is the World Trials. It's those little red statue thingies that give out a challenge within a time frame, and if you successfully complete it, then it rewards you with a chest. There are plenty of these things, and obviously puzzles as well, so keep a lookout for them as they give out decent rewards. To end on the video, I wanted to bring up something if you are looking to spend a little bit of money to help out with gaining a little bit more extra Primogens. There is a great thing in the store called Blessing of the Welkin Moon. For $4.49, you can get a 300 Primogen bonus and 90 Primogens for every time you log on for the next 30 days. This equals to 3,000 Primogens altogether. This is something that I buy myself, and it's a great way to build up on Primogens, so if that's something you could see yourself getting, then I can personally recommend it. There are plenty of things to do, covering everything would take ages, but that's also why Genshin is such a good game, because it has so much to offer. I was free to play, and I was able to acquire all of this, so if you can get this, then it's definitely possible for you to also get some 5-star characters. But that's about it. Playing consistently, but most importantly saving Primogens. It's really hard to get every single 5-star character from the banners they release, so like I said earlier, save up for what you like and try to do the things I mentioned. If you did enjoy this video or found it useful, leaving a like and subscribe would help me out a lot, but until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!